So one of the questions we get asked is, do we allow outside vendors? Do we have vendors we require you to use? And the answer is, in almost every case, you can use anybody that you want. So if you have a grandma that bakes cakes or an aunt that's a florist, you can absolutely use any vendor that you like. We have a recommended vendors list, and we encourage you to look at it strongly because the people on there we know do a fantastic job, and if you hire somebody that's not on there, we can't make any guarantees. The only exception to our required vendors is alcohol. So if you are planning to serve alcohol at your event, you will need to use one of the licensed and insured bartending services in our recommended vendors list.
You are not required to use a particular caterer, so we do recommend it because we have found that after over a year of doing weddings, sometimes doing the food yourself seems like a great idea but can become more stressful on the day of, and you really want your loved ones, your family, to enjoy the day with you, to enjoy those special moments that are just going to happen once that day. So, but if you choose to do the food yourself, you do need to know that we do not have a commercial kitchen. Our kitchen is a caterer's prep kitchen, so all of the food has to be brought in already cooked and prepared. So you can't cook the food on site. We also are only able to accommodate like one crock pot in the kitchen, so we can't have like 6 crock pots where you're, cooking or heating up a whole bunch of food. So if you do the food yourself, make sure that it's already cooked and prepared, and then come with like the chafing dishes with sterno burners that are underneath that will keep the food warm. So that will help it run a little bit more smoothly for you. And also get somebody to help you as far as with refill service if things need to be refilled or replenished. But you don't have to use a caterer. You can do the food yourself, although we do recommend, we have a lot of caterers on our list that really fit and accommodate every budget from basically about $10 a person on up. So make sure you check those out and at least give them a glance. Also, we don't have an ice machine. We do have a freezer that you can put bags of ice in, and that's what most people do. So just want you to know that up front, we do not have an ice machine that makes ice. So we do have a warming oven, and that's mostly for our caterers to use. You have to have the commercial flat, what are they called?
The steel catering pans.
Steel catering pans, thank you. That.
You can't use full pans.
To put them, to slide the food into the oven. So if you don't have those catering pans, even though we have the warming oven, you probably wouldn't be able to use it. But we do have that available to your caterer or to yourself.
Let's talk about alcohol. We allow alcohol at our venue. We charge an alcohol premium that's on the pricing page of our website. That is permission to serve alcohol at your event. So we do charge more for events that serve alcohol. If you're going to serve alcohol, there's a couple other things you need to be aware of. You have to use a licensed and insured bartending service from our recommended vendors list. These are people that run a great bar. They're good vendors, they're licensed and insured, and there's kind of everything from the trailer to a camper to just basic bar service. And we kind of have the whole spectrum on there for you. You'll need to call the bartenders and price them individually. They're all a little different. We also require you to purchase special event insurance from Veritas Risk Management. That's in our contract. That makes sure that you're insured and we're insured. And there's absolutely no BYOB. All the alcohol has to be served through the bartender.
If you choose not to have alcohol, some people do and some people don't, but if you choose not to have alcohol served at your event, you absolutely can't have any alcohol on site. So if anyone is found with alcohol on site, if you've said you're not having alcohol, that does result in a loss of the damage deposit for that kind of breach of contract.
We don't have an alcohol license, a liquor license on site, so without a bartender here, we can't legally allow alcohol. So this includes mimosas in the bride room or shots in the groom room, etc. So if you choose to serve alcohol, you'll need to pay the alcohol premium and have a licensed insured bartender on site.
Yeah, that's a great point. So if you want to be able to drink prior to the ceremony in the bride room, groom room, as you're getting ready, you do need to make sure the bartender will be on site during that time as well. So a lot of people ask with the alcohol premium, does that include alcohol or what does that cover? And the added alcohol premium is really just for the ability to have alcohol on site. Depending on the size of your wedding, sometimes we have to add extra staffing. There's also lots of extra cleanup, as you can imagine, with bottles and drinks. So that is what that fee covers. It does not include alcohol or the special event insurance. Those costs are all separate. Sometimes we get asked, what about decorations? Do you have decorations? Can you decorate the ceremony site? So obviously you are welcome to decorate our ceremony site and bring in whatever you would like. One of the things that we've recently added is a decor closet, and that is an add-on to your package, but you are welcome to add it on. We have lots of centerpieces, signs, different things that can augment your existing decor, or they could just be your complete decor for your day if you don't want to purchase anything on your own. So check that out for a little more information about that. As far as dimensions, if you will make sure to look at our Greenwood Oaks wedding guide, it has the dimensions for everything inside as well as the length of the ceremony aisle and all of those things. Our major thing inside, as far as decorating, we try not to have too many don'ts, but one of the things that we don't allow you to do is to attach anything directly to our white shiplap walls. We're trying to keep them as nice and white and clean for as long as we can, so they'll look as good for your wedding as they do today.
If it requires a ladder, it requires a licensed and insured decorator. So if you want to drape the ceiling or hang lights or any of those things, anything that would require you to stand on a ladder requires a licensed and insured decorator to do it.
And if that doesn't answer your specific question, please reach out to us and we can listen to whatever specific thing that you are interested in, and we'll talk that through with you. And speaking of decorating and the decor closet is an add-on that we have, but we also have a few arbors that you can add on. If you would like to use one of our arbors that we provide for the front of your ceremony site, we have one behind us, and so those range from about $50 to $100, just depending on which one that we have. And we
have a circle, a hay ring, a triangle behind us, and a square. Okay, I'm real good at geometry. Circle, triangle, square. The square one has lanterns that hang from it if you wish. Yep. So those are our 3 arbors.
And just check with us about our current arbor.
We may add some.
Daniel likes to make arbors, so this could change in the future.
True. We also have linens available for rent. We have 3 colors right now. We have ivory, navy, and white.
All in floor length.
All in floor length.
And white we have knee length.
Yep. We also have seat cushions. If you would like white chair cushions, they are $2 a piece. So.
Yep. And linens range from $18 to $20 a linen, and that does include us dropping them off, picking them up, and putting them on the tables for you, and they are all cleaned and neatly pressed. We get asked about if you are able to decorate the chandeliers. Again, this kind of ties into the lighting and draping. You can decorate the chandeliers, but again, you do have to use one of our lighting and draping professionals that's on our list, or approved decorator. We can't have Uncle Tommy up there on a ladder. The chandeliers are a little bit precarious, and you have to be really careful, because if you pull too hard, they could come down.
Or somebody could fall off a ladder.
Yeah, so you can, but you just have to use one of our professionals.
We get asked if we can use candles a lot. The answer is you may use all of the LED powered candles that you like. They make LED floating candles. They make LED candles in every shape. You may not use real burning candles inside, outside, or upside down.
They're just a fire hazard, so that's why.
Do we have Wi-Fi? No, we do not. We do not currently offer it. We do have good LTE here at the venue, so but we don't offer Wi-Fi at the moment.
So if you do feel like you need Wi-Fi, we just encourage you to make sure you bring a hotspot with you, or that your DJ has downloaded all the music ahead of time. So far, we have not had any issues with our weddings from not having Wi-Fi.
But part of the joy of being out here on the farm in the middle of nowhere is the Wi-Fi does not reach this far.
We get asked a lot about what happens if it rains. Since we do have this beautiful outside ceremony site, rain can throw a little hindrance into that plan. So you don't have to use the outside ceremony site. We have done many weddings inside the farmhouse, a great room, and they are beautiful and they work perfectly fine. So you can absolutely get married inside the farmhouse. Also, if it rains, we can move everything inside the farmhouse too.
What about add-ons? So there are a number of additional services that we offer, including but not limited to day of coordinating. For all the details on that, that changes as we learn and grow. So what we're currently offering in terms of all the add-on services, that's all available on our pricing page. So if you check out the pricing page on the website, it's got all the details of those add-on services. And if you have any questions, call, text, or email.
Do we include day of coordination? We don't include day of coordination in our rental rates. Mostly because sometimes you might have a wedding planner that you're hiring to help you plan your day that already includes day of coordination. Or you may know Aunt Susie who wants to really do your day of coordination and is going to do that for you, and that's totally fine. So we do offer it as an add-on. We have 3 different packages of day of coordination based on varying degrees of need. And so you can check those out on our website under pricing and amenities and add-ons. It'll give you some more information on that.
So what services do we include in our rental rates? Well, we include the venue itself. We include your tables and your chairs. We include a couple of beautiful farmhouse tables. We also include all of the setup. So we'll set up all your tables and chairs so when you get here, it's ready to decorate. At the end of the night, we'll do all the deep cleaning. So what we ask you to do is put all the trash in the trash cans and take all of the decorations that you brought in out with you. So it's important that if you bring in an arbor, if you bring in decorations, they have to go home with you at the end of the night. But we ask you to put all the trash in the trash cans, then our cleaning crew will come in and do all the deep cleaning. We'll clean the bathrooms and mop the floors and all those things. So you don't have to worry about cleaning up at the end of your day. Do we offer private tours? The answer is absolutely. We would love for you to come and see this place in person. What we're doing today is giving you an opportunity to see it via video. And if we make the top 2 or 3 of your venue list and you're ready to sign your contract, we'll happily show you the venue and do a contract signing at that time.
And on that tour, you're not required to sign the contract or book with us, but if you do come prepared, it's one less appointment that you have to make in the process. But certainly we're happy to give you a private tour. Just to wrap up our frequently asked questions section here, if you will just make sure that you check our website, which you're on, for all the most current pricing, amenities included, additional add-on services are available, information about our day of coordination packages, and any other questions that you may have. If your questions don't get answered, absolutely please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Send us an email at greenwoodoaks@gmail.com or give us a call. We would be absolutely happy to answer any questions that arise and that come up. We're here to help.